Marlow, Bruder, jeder schreibt gerade ein Marlow-Video rein, ne? Oh mein Gott. Bro, der will noch mal richtig absaffen mit Geld, sage ich. Die nimmt noch mal alles mit. Ich geh kurz rein. Bro.
Hey everyone. I just wanted to start at this video by saying that there's a lot of things that I need to address. And in this video, I plan to discuss a lot of what's been going around on social media lately. Some of the allegations that have been circulating relate to who I am as a person, which is unfortunately why I've been forced to face reveal for this video. The best way to summarize the current situation.
Ja, das ist doch AI, Digga. Ich glaube, der ist komplett am Trollen. Der ist komplett am Trollen.
Is that there are three main allegations being made against me right now, which are cheating, committing theft, and being another person. The situation mostly started off with the first two allegations, but over time, it seemingly blew up and everything meshed together. Something I should probably clarify is that I had already been working on this video before the more recent
Was ist die Quali so scheiße, aber... Digga, ich gucke in 360p, bin ich dumm, Alter.
allegations.
Das
So I'm
ist scheiße.
actually recording this intro after having already made most of everything you're gonna see afterwards. The main reason I'm adding this in
Minute 40. Stage Montages. Hotbar Skips. My Thought Robocheck. Lass mal das hier gucken.
Okay, so I was advised by a friend of mine to show proof that I'm not an AI. So I'm here right now with Eddie and a call, and we have a few things in place for me to prove that I'm actually not a robot.
Howdy.
Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this broom and move it around in front of my face, and we'll hope I don't glitch out and just like transform into the background.
That's AI, bruh. That's AI.
Oh no.
Ja, aber Bro, das ist doch eine komplett andere Person, oder bin ich komplett dumm gerade? Also so redet die ja nicht in den Videos.
I knew it.
Okay, I'm gonna put the broom back now. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my phone and I'm gonna turn on the flashlight. And we're gonna see if I glitch out and the light just doesn't work on me. This looks creepy. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off now, but... Okay. So now, I think it's time for the epic 1v1 versus Do Re Mi.
Oh.
So I'm gonna let you hype that up.
Oh my gosh, bro! The moment everyone has been waiting for: Marlow versus Do Re Mi. Oh my god! I seen all the comments. Low Tier 5 speech.
Bro, ich check gar nichts mehr, Digga. Die ist wirklich low-key hot. Sie ist baddie, Bruder. Oh.
Low Tier 5 basic speech. Oh, let's see how this goes.
I'm actually worried because I don't
Am Anfang war E-Voice.
option either, since using it live has a delay of around 300 ms, which would be very obviously desynchronized. My only option was to keep lying about my voice until I could meet them in person so that I could prove I'm an actual human being. The issue is that I kept trying to arrange a meetup with the other staff members, but almost everyone rejected it. I also wasn't allowed to meet up with my friend Rai Rai because the other staff thought he was suspicious. Part of what frustrated me about the whole situation was that I was being told that an in-person meetup was insufficient for proving that I'm not a man, because apparently a man could just transition their gender in the span of a week in order to convince people. Essentially, it felt like I was being treated as someone who was guilty, no matter what. But the problem is that I wasn't really given a full chance to explain my side of all of the evidence. An example of that is within PvP Rank's statement regarding me. They bring up how a username similar to my own was brought up a few hours before I changed mine on my main account. Therefore, I must be an alt. The issue is that this wasn't something they ever brought up with me, because if they did, they would have known that
Ja, ich
before
wollte
my
auch gerade
main
sagen,
account.
das Video hier sieht auf einmal, nachdem wir das Discord-Ding gesehen haben, auf einmal doch real aus. Checkt ihr?
I played on another account that had been discussing my username change before that. I think from their perspective, considering everything they had seen, it would be easy for them to be convinced by the evidence. And from my perspective, I wasn't able to do much to defend myself until either releasing this video or meeting up with them and explaining everything in person. Unfortunately, all of this led to a rift in our relationship, and so I'd like to apologize for the fact that I couldn't be upfront about my usage of an AI voice in those moments. At some point within our discussions, I finally managed to make arrangements with one of the staff members who was willing to meet with me
Ja, aber ist sie jetzt doch eine Frau und ich check gar nichts mehr.
in person, which I'm grateful for since it helps a lot for verifying that I'm not AI. Unless I am secretly a robot. I'm actually out of state recording this video from my hotel room since there's not much else for me to do right now. With all that being said though, I want to explain why exactly I use an AI voice and why I wasn't ever upfront about it.
Okay, sie hat aber eine AI-Voice benutzt, aber sie ist trotzdem eine Frau.
For some background, my family, especially my mom, was always extremely overprotective of me, to the point where I wasn't really supposed to be using social media. For this reason, from a young age, I generally would try to alter the way I spoke online in the instance that my voice was recorded, especially if I became bigger on social media later on. The issue with doing this was that my way of speaking wasn't suitable for full-length videos, and as I got older, I also just generally had more trouble doing it. For this reason, I eventually decided how to learn how to train AI voice models, so I trained one off of a dataset of my already altered way of speaking. I know this confused people, since a lot of community members and YouTube...
Er manipuliert dich, Bruder, bitte, Jungs. Er hatte eine TikTok-Story hochgeladen, wo die gleiche Person war und gesagt hat, dass Mario ihre Schwester ist.
Realistic AI voice changers were a thing. So now you finally know the answer to that mystery. The reason I've denied using...
Okay, sie sagt, sie hätte AI-Voice benutzt, weil ihre Mutter ihr sonst nicht erlaubt hätte, irgendwie online irgendwas zu machen.
An AI voice for so long is because since the AI voice is based on an actual dataset of my own altered way of speaking in the past, I felt like it was acceptable to lie about since it wasn't someone else's voice. I also felt like admitting to using an AI voice would cause...
Okay, und sie sagt, sie hätte... Okay, das ist halt auch schon wieder tot, ne? Und sie sagt, sie dachte, es wäre okay, über die Stimme zu lügen, dass es keine AI-Voice ist, weil die ja ähnlich klingt.
people to doubt that I'm an actual person and believe some of the crazy rumors people spread about me.
Bro, also wenn meine Mutter mir nicht erlaubt, meine echte Stimme zu benutzen, dann sage ich doch trotzdem einfach, ja, ist eine AI-Voice, weil meine Mutter mir das nicht erlaubt. Das ist nicht so deep, Digga.
In retrospect, my decision to lie about this wasn't a good idea, since it's actually provided people with a logical reasoning to believe all of the rumors being spread about me. I'm genuinely sorry for all of this, but I just happen to be someone that prefers to keep themselves more private, and so a lot of my
Was ich auch nicht checke, ihre Mutter ist anscheinend überprotective, aber jetzt zeigt sie sich einfach.
behavior comes from that. I really do hate the fact that I'm having to face reveal for this video, but ultimately, to a degree, it's actions like these that have led me here in the first place.
Okay, hat sie aber jetzt erklärt.
So with that being explained, there's another thing I definitely need to talk about. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be upset about this, and in saying it, I have a feeling that I'll probably be cancelled pretty badly, since it pretty much affects my entire channel. The reason I'm going to say this is because even with the whole stealing and alting stuff being false, there's still a whole other layer that needs to be dealt with, which is the cheating allegations. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the clips of me hitting while looking in completely different directions and stuff like that. And those things all get explained very well later on in the video, but there are stronger pieces of evidence in the form of consistent tick timings and really smooth aim from my mace montage. A lot of people use this as evidence that I use macros and aim assist. The truth is, almost every montage on my channel is heavily staged. And by that, I mean the majority of clips are scenarios that I replay a few times to create more variety in the montage.
Digga, einfach sie acted für eine Montage, Digga? Oh, das ist krass.
In two of my vanilla montages, I play a lot of the scenarios in a lower tick speed, which contributes to why my aim tracking looks so
lower tick speed.
surreal and why my timings are so consistent. The only montage on my channel that isn't heavily staged is a sword montage, since there isn't much variety within the game mode anyways. Even in that montage though, I know I staged at least a few clips. The reason that almost no one realized that I was doing this was because I actually do substantially beat the players you see in my montages, but just not necessarily in the exact manner you see in the clip. I try to be very intentional about the clips I include in my montages so that I can pace them with the music and include enough variety to give them replay value. I think if I had been honest about this from the beginning,
Eine Sache, also
that it wouldn't have
eine
been
Sache muss man zu ihr oder zu ihm sagen. Bro, der Typ hat Ahnung von YouTube. Oder die hat Ahnung von YouTube, was krank ist. Die hat Knowledge, Digga. Die weiß auch ganz... Bruder, sie hat jetzt diesen Hate genommen, Digga, und einen verfickten 3 Stunden Banger dahin gemacht, der sowas von viral gehen wird. Und holy shit, ich will nicht wissen, was für eine Summe an Cash da stehen wird nach einem Monat, Digga. Holy fuck.
too big of a deal. But at this point, it's been something I've kept secret for years, and even after the cheating investigations on me. I'm actually under the impression that even if my montages weren't staged, that the evidence being used against me still wouldn't serve as proper proof of hacks, which is why I never brought it up. But in retrospect, I understand that it gets to a point where even if it's not completely definitive, people can't be blamed for thinking that it's more likely that I'm hacking than not. In my 2-year vanilla PvP montage, I used a custom mod to play in a lower tick rate.
Ich glaube, die guckt nach links, weil die da so textmäßig hat, glaube ich. Die hat sich so ein paar Sachen aufgeschrieben wahrscheinlich.
Since at the time, Minecraft didn't have a command for it. This is actually the reason for how I came up with the idea for a mod to reduce input latency, since I had recognized how slow inputs are registered on low TPS. Within that mod, I used to create that montage. The idea was used to make my inputs register instantly instead of per tick.
Hat man irgendwo ihre Handgelenke gesehen? Und da kann man ja gucken, ob die Handgelenke von ihr gleich sind wie die Handgelenke von von dem Handcam-Video.
Which made playing low TPS feel much more responsive. A lot of people have pointed out that the hotbar skips in that montage, and knowing what I do now, I'm quite sure that it's due to the fact that I was not only using the low TPS mod for most of it, but also the feature within that mod to make my inputs register instantly. Something I should be clear about though is that when defending my
Real Talk, auch guter Call. Wer redet so viel, ohne einmal die Hände zu benutzen beim Erklären? Digga, also ich würde safe schon so machen, wie so diese, Bro, nix.
myself regarding the hotbar allegations, previously I actually believed that it was a performance mod and not related to me playing in low TPS. I think that a lot of people will think that sounds stupid, so let me explain.
Guck doch die ganze Zeit in die... Oh, das ist ganz komisch alles. Ich check's nicht.
I'm going to play a clip to show you what
Guckt auch nur in die Cam und links zu dem Text. Nix
I
anderes.
mean.
But like,
And I will say the anchor description in my video, I think there actually is a debunk for that, so I don't think it's even showing anymore.
From the clip you just heard, you can hear Reef1 admit that I might be debunking the hotbar skipping allegations. This is because it's actually true that hotbar skipping is not definitive proof of cheating. Reef1 and Dr. Donut originally believed that it was out of nowhere because
Wir brauchen ihre Handgelenke.
B2T group. Something Aximity has brought up is how I'm allegedly closely connected with a series of dangerous.
Hier.
Okay,
Hier.
so I was advised by a friend of mine stuff up to. Okay, so I eat you in my face, and will hope I don't glitch out and just like transform into the background.
That's AI, bruh. That's AI.
Oh no.
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay, I'm gonna put the broom back now. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my phone and I'm gonna turn on the flashlight. And we're gonna see if I glitch out
Bro.
and the light just doesn't work on me.
Bro.
This looks creepy. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off
Sie zeigt ihre Hände nicht.
now, but okay. So now I think it's time for the epic 1v1 versus Do Re Mi.
Oh.
I'm gonna let
my-
you hype that up.
Oh my gosh, bro! The moment everyone has been waiting for. Marlow versus Do Re Mi. Oh my! I see all the comments. Low tier 5 speech. Low tier 5 basic speech. Oh, let's see how this
I'm
goes.
actually worried because I don't know the entire thing. Like Do Re Mi might actually be me. Okay, are you gonna type out what I gotta say? So I
I
know
think
it's
Do
easy?
Re Mi fa sol la ti da. I think that's it.
Okay, hype me up.
All right, Marlow, come on now. Come on. You can do this. Marlow versus Do Re Mi live. Yo, I'm so bro. Bro, I'm so bro. Okay, hold on. Marlow versus Do Re Mi. High tier 1 for
Alright.
let's get it.
Do Re Mi La Sol La Ti Da.
Not bad. Wrong words. Like, so I
I can't read it. I can't read it. It's too hard.
I found the official.
Aber es kurz.
Do this. Marlow versus Do Re Mi live. Yo, I'm stoked, bro.
Bro, sie zeigt nicht einmal die Hände. Guck mal, er steht die ganze Zeit auf, macht alles, sie macht nix.
Bro, I'm stoked, bro. Okay, hold on. Marlow versus Do Re Mi. High tier 1 crystal.
All right.
Every kit player. Let's get it.
Do, re, mi, la, sol, la, ti, da.
Not bad. Wrong words though, like Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Da. I don't know if
Da sieht man nix.
I don't know if I'm
Oh,
right
I
though.
can't read it. I can't read it. It's too hard.
It is. I found it. I found the official. Did I find it? Yeah, I did. That's it.
Oh, which one
See
did
how-
I mess up?
Oh, I was on it. You said Do Re Mi La Fa So instead of Fa So La. I think something.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Bro, es kann nicht sein, dass man ihre Hände nicht sieht.
Ja.
Man sieht die immer nur so ganz bisschen. Digga, ich sage, die macht das extra und die macht so extra dieses ganz bisschen, damit man nicht argumentieren kann, dass sie das extra nicht gezeigt hat. Hör, man hat sie doch gesehen, ich hatte sie doch ein bisschen so, Bro, das kann nicht sein.
Before I proceed,
Beim Besen checkt man aber fast gar nichts, Bro. Da siehst du die Hand nicht richtig. Da kannst du die
Okay,
nicht...
here right now, this thing I'm
Guck mal,
around,
sie
in
nimmt
front
so
of
den
my
Besen
face.
und man sieht die...
and we'll hope I don't glitch out and just like transform into the background.
Guck mal, wie die
Das ist ja-
guck mal, da sieht man es ganz bisschen. Aber das reicht halt nicht. Oder wir haben das als Beweismittel, Chat. Das ist das Einzige, was wir gerade haben. Und den Besen hat sie weggelegt, glaube ich.
That's
Ja.
AI, bruh. That's AI.
Oh no.
I knew it.
Okay, I'm gonna put the broom back now.
Okay, Chat. Wir haben zwei. Okay. Ja.
And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my phone.
Wir müssen die jetzt so verbinden mit so einem roten Faden. Checkt ihr? Okay.
And I'm gonna turn on the flashlight. And we're
assessing the hazard
Well, none of these
be possible. Next, finally, we have the clip from this fight with Marlow against White.
Warte mal. Wer ist das?
and learn. The other two tier list owners
however, it seems as though a lot of people are under the impression
which it ultimately was. Staff team taking action. Begin to discuss.
on January 27th of last year, the tier list would end up splitting into two distinct networks. At the time, this decision was
Dieses Video macht mich fertig. Warum redet sie jetzt mit ihrer AI-Voice wieder? Bruder, man hat doch ihre Stimme gehört.
highly controversial because of the fact that the tier list had historically been at the helm of the modern Minecraft PvP community, and having the largest network split in two could potentially jeopardize its relevance. While this was a
Das
valid
war früher aufgenommen.
concern, I always believed that
The two tier lists that now exist post beside Marlow and Enks. Work owner and
just how far removed from reality the common consensus surrounding this situation actually is.
Hello everyone. My name is Learn. Most of you will know me as a network owner in the PvP tiers.
Okay, er redet.
Of like their opinions with Marlow, and then we have like, you know, a split thing where it's like, okay, people
Now that we've gone through all of the accusations in this video, there's a few things I'd like to talk about. I feel like one thing that a lot of people don't understand is that there's an element of stamina when it comes to dealing with allegations like these. If you open up TikTok, for example, you'll see tons of people who randomly make claims that aren't true whatsoever. A lot of this started back when It's Real Me made an appearance on the Unstable SMP, and I would end up becoming collectively hated across TikTok.
Aber guck mal, das wurde ja nicht früher aufgenommen. Das macht ja gar keinen Sinn, weil das ist ja das Outro von dem Video und die redet trotzdem mit KI-Voice wieder. Also, das muss mir einer erklären, bitte. Clicked so fast, they call me unemployed Flash. Honestly, if Tung 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 Sahur was featured, I might like it. Okay, lass mal jetzt diesen Marlow Handcam. Es kann sein. Es kann sein. Also das ist Handcam und das ist schon... Sind die Haare nicht auch etwas heller? Ja, aber auf Haare kannst du halt nicht gehen. Guck mal, das ist... Ja, 2 Monate.
video call was
clarify is that
Was sind die Haare in dem Video? Ich würde auch sagen, die Haare passen. Leider. Ich würde leider sagen, dass die Haare passen. Ja, doch. Doch, 100%, 100%. Auf ihren Daumen, der ist so komisch lang und sie hat so Wurstfinger. Ja, aber das passt zu der Hand hier. Hätte ich jetzt gesagt. Jetzt Rating gibst du den Händen? Ja, die sind nicht so... Aber wir sind jetzt nicht hier, um Hände zu raten.
Before the MC tier split,
Warum läuft da Valorant? Ah, okay, ist für ein Video, okay, check.
Marlow competed on what's known as PvP tiers, like everyone else. She had strong placements and she was still an owner. However, it was limited because there was shared authority and her skill was kit specific. Most importantly, she was not tier 1 in everything. Let's use Messi for example. Messi is one of the best playmakers
Wir vergleichen Messi mit Marlow. Hell nah, bro, hell nah.
dribblers. But notice how he isn't even near the best players in terms of defending or scoring headers. Alright, now that I've gotten most of the common sense points out of the way, we can show the gameplay. This clip shows Legendary's high tier 1 test against Marlow in SMP. As you can see, she pros on him, and then no look 180 disables him. Okay, maybe you could have said that was client-sided, but this time Legendary pros onto Marlow, and she does the exact same thing. Also, if we keep saying the client-sided argument, how come it's always Marlow at fault? Does she have her own client that purposely mishandles packets?
Hugo, willst du auch mal deine Valorant-Clips ins Video einfügen? Nee, Bro. Nee.
What's up, guys? Today I'm actually going to prove that Marlow is legit, and I actually have Marlow with me here. So let's first start off with a PvP battle, and then we'll do another test right after.
Hello.
All right, let's do this. Holy crap!
Yo, you're getting destroyed.
Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh my god! Wait. Oh my god, okay, that was crazy. No, that's actually proof because I've actually fought like a lot of hackers in my life and it definitely isn't hacking. And for the second test...
Hacking is bad.
For the second test, I'm gonna get you to saying... because I know your internet cut out last time. I'm gonna get you...
Okay, das habe ich nicht erwartet. Das habe ich nicht erwartet.